I have another charging speed test here for you guys, showing what the Lenovo Z5 Pro can do amongst the other charging beasts here. We start off with the Xiaomi Mi Mix 3 that is paired with an 18-watt charging block and a 3200 milliampere battery. I've put these all in order of their battery milliamperes from worst to best. Then we have Lenovo Z5 Pro, also 18 watts, same as the Mi Mix 3 with a 3350 milliampere battery, which is not too much more, so it'll be interesting to see how that stacks up. Then we have the Honor Magic 2 with a crazy 40 watt super charge from Huawei with a 3500 milliampere battery. Then we have the OnePlus 6T with their dash charging, and that is a 20 watt block with a 3700 milliampere battery, second biggest of the bunch. And last but not least, we have the Samsung Galaxy Note 9 with the biggest battery but the worst charging block of 15 watts since it's capped at that. All of them are paired with their respective cables, Type-C, and we have their crazy charging blocks. Guys, this is TechNick, and without further ado, let's go. So I have decided to do this in a method of intervals. So I'm going to do 5-minute intervals. So if you see the charging on the always on displays on some of the phones and it isn't changing with the percentages, that is because I am doing it on intervals here. So the first one is going to be 5 minutes. And there we have it, 9% across the board on the OnePlus 6T, Mix 3 and Lenovo, with 10% on the Honor Magic 2 and 5% on the Galaxy Note 9. I have set all of these to airplane mode, and since the Honor Magic 2 decided to turn on when I plugged in the cable, I decided to turn them all on. Then we have at 10 minutes, 17% on the Mix 3, Lenovo Z5 and the OnePlus 6T. Now we have crazy speeds at 15 minutes with 47%, almost 50% battery life on the Honor Magic 2 just after 15 minutes. The others are pretty much the same except for the Note 9, which is lagging slightly behind. On 20 minutes, we have 33, 32, and 33 on the Mix 3, Z5 Pro, and 6T respectively. 63, which is mad on the Magic 2, and the Galaxy Note 9 really lagging behind there now with 30 after 25 minutes. So we have 44% on the Mix 3 now, overtaking the Z5 Pro, but Magic 2 is just going mad here. The 6T is doing just as good as the Mix 3, beating the Lenovo there, and the Note 9 is still lagging behind, but it does have a much bigger battery. So we have hit the 30-minute mark now, and 85% on the Magic 2. That is madness. So I don't think the Lenovo is doing terribly here, since its milliampere range is between the Mix 3 and the Magic 2, but the Magic 2 just has a crazy charging block with their supercharge. Now after 40 minutes, the Magic 2 with 94%, guys, that is ridiculous. Lenovo Z5 Pro pretty close to 60%, not terrible here, still beating the Note 9, though it does have a 650 milliampere difference between the two. You could see that the Mix 3 and the 6T are pretty similar. I actually rate the 6T is better since it does have a bigger battery by 500 milliamperes compared to the Mix 3, and it does have a slightly better charging block there. Now 51 minutes, you can see 98% on the Magic 2, that is mad. 72% on the Z5 Pro, that's the one you want to look at here since I have done this test before but all the screens were on. So there we go. At 55 minutes, we have the Magic 2 charged from 0 to 100. My goodness, that is ridiculous. I'm pretty sure that is one of the fastest chargers out there, if not the fastest. You have to look at the milliamperes though. So the OnePlus 6T does still do well, and the McLaren edition with their warp charge is impressive to say the least, let alone the Super VOOC charge from Oppo, which is also mad. So you can see here at an hour, almost an hour and 10, 92% on the Mix 3, 84 on the Z5 Pro, 90% on the 6T, and hitting the 1 hour 10 mark, you can see 96% on the Mix 3, 90% on the Z5 Pro, 95% on the 6T, so that's not too far behind the Mix 3 there, and 82% on the Note 9. It is starting to catch up even with that huge battery. You could see that the Galaxy Note 9 with 86% is just 10% behind the Mix 3 with an 800 milliampere difference there, guys. That is pretty impressive for Samsung while the screen's off, but it does poorly when the screen is on. You can check out my other video. I'll pop up a link up above in a card. So you can see we edging on, there we go, 100% for the Mix 3 at an hour and 23 minutes, and just after that, hour and 24 minutes for the 6T. It's pretty much neck and neck there, but the 500 milliampere difference, I'll definitely give that one to the 6T, but for raw results, I have to place the Mix 3 second and the 6T third, unfortunately. If it was different circumstances, I'm pretty sure that the 6T would have pulled ahead there, but it is definitely impressive for the 6T in that respect. So just 4% behind the Galaxy Note 9 to the Z5 Pro with a 650 ampere difference with the batteries. So definitely the Note 9 comes up ahead against the Z5 Pro, though with the raw specs Of course, the Z5 Pro is ahead here when you're looking at numbers alone, but not necessarily when it comes to how large the battery size is there. So now an hour and 45 minutes has passed and neither of the two have hit that 100% mark. And there we go. We have the Lenovo at an hour and 48 and the Galaxy Note 9 at an hour and 49. So in first place, we have the Honor Magic 2 with 55 minutes, which is ridiculously fast. I cannot explain to you how fast that is. That is under an hour from 0 to 100. It's like 70% in 30 minutes. I'm pretty sure it was like 85. That is mad. If you just want a quick charge and go, the Magic 2 is for you. The Mix 3 comes out in second place here with an hour and 23 minutes, which is 30 minutes behind the Magic 2, and it has a smaller battery, but then again, its charging block is less than half of what is running on the Magic 2. Third place, we have the OnePlus 6T with 20-watt charging block at 3,700 milliamperes, just a minute after the Mix 3. I would say the 6T did a better job than the Mix 3 since there's a 500 milliampere difference between the two phones there. So this is impressive, but the McLaren edition, like I said earlier, is taking things to the next level. So expect around 20 minutes less to that from 0 to 100 with their warp charge. Then in fourth place, we have the Lenovo Z5 Pro over here. That's the one you guys have been waiting for, an hour and 48 minutes, which isn't too bad at all if you do ask me. It is still classified as fast charging, though it is not super fast charging. It's not breaking any records here. It's not going to make a difference in your day-to-day life with any of these phones. That is still plenty fast if you're looking for a budget phone. Remember, this phone is pretty much half the price of the rest and pretty much a third or a quarter of the price of the Galaxy Note 9, depending on if you're talking about prices from when it was launched to prices of what it is at now. So the Lenovo is still a crazy great phone for its value, and this charging speed you don't find in phones at that price. Then last place, fifth place actually, we have the Galaxy Note 9, just a minute, actually a couple seconds behind the Lenovo Z5 Pro, but at 650 milliamperes more than that, with a slower charging block. I actually think Samsung does a better job here. So if you look at it in more of a realistic way, you could actually say the Magic 2 definitely hands down first. Then you could put the 6T in second place because of the 500 milliampere difference with the Mix 3. Mix 3 in third place, and then you would throw the Galaxy Note 9 in fourth place, possibly even third place, trading blows with the Mix 3 and the Lenovo Z5 Pro because of its crazy huge battery. And then you would put the Lenovo Z5 Pro in dead last because of the milliampere difference. So if you're looking at it from the battery size, then definitely the Lenovo is last and Samsung round about second or third over there. But guys, this has been brilliant. I hope you enjoyed the video as much as I did making it. Stick around for more tests like this and my final review on the Z5 Pro. I'm going to do a whole bunch of tests before I hit that. And until next time, guys, this is TechNick.